introduce myself. My name is Aria Bima Sena and I'm as the first speaker from the opposition team. I would like to give my argument why I disagree with this motion that this House prefers the strategy of pushing for institutional reform to address police abuse and misconduct rather than defunding the police. But before I give my argument, I will debate what the affirmative team said. They said we have to reform the institutional police to reduce the abuse and misconduct from police, and it will make a lot of community will join the police department so they can keep safe each other, and they will reduce the crime case in United States of America. But I don't think so, because according to my opinion, in 2014 there is a case that police officers is a white police officers. His name is Michael Brown, is being shot and killed in Ferguson 2014. So from there, for instance, there was a nationwide push to transform the police department in that year, and then laterally new program come out. Every police officers have to wear a camera in their body, so it would which to improve the police accountability, and it has not been successful, because in 2017 there is a research said more than 2,000 police officers is not use this rule or this program that wear a camera in their body. So from the case above, it proved if we were to change this institutional to reduce the police abuse and misconduct, it's not effective at all, because still a lot of criminal case happen later on. And then I will give my argument why I agree with this motion that this House prefers the strategy of pushing for institutional reform to address police abuse and misconduct rather than defunding the police. The first argument: the police department in United States of America spent $100 billion in 2020. So it's a lot of money that the police department spent in that year. And Philip McHarris, he is a doctoral candidate in sociology at Yale University, said, "Divesting funds can begin the process of ending the culture at punishment in the criminal justice system in United States of America. The police department should reallocate the money to the other sectors, such as like healthcare, public healthcare, and then they have to think about homeless services, housing preservation and development, youth and community development combined. And they have to think the black community. They have to serve the black community. But it does not happen in the United States of America. So we have to spend money for another sector, for another thing that really needed this money. And why defunding the police is effective to reduce the police abuse and misconduct in the United States of America. Because in 2016, report from the Obama White House's Council of Economic Advisors found that 10% increase a wage for non-college educated men results up to 10 and 20%. The crime case is reduced. So that's proof that if we reallocate the money to another sectors, like I said before, like healthcare, public preservation, development of health, it will be more useful than just transform the institutional in police department. So if the people can get money, they can keep safe each other, they can get a better job, so they will not thinking about the racism. If the quality of the mentality in the United States America and the government of the America think about that, they will have to think about the racism, because this is really important, because this is the mindset. This is basically this is the mindset. Because if the police killed someone, but that doesn't mean all of the policers is same like that. There's still a lot of police that really good, that have a quality to serve the public and to make the public safe. So we should think about that. We should defund the police budget rather than change or transform the address of the institutional of the police itself. And the government should think about the job training, because still a lot of people not get a job and they have to think to spend the money to the counseling, because if they have a problem they can consult with the expert and they can get the solution from their problem. And then this is the important thing, that the government doesn't focus on that. The violence prevention programs. This is really important, because if the police get these programs in their department, I believe these racisms and a lot of police abuse and misconduct will decrease and will disappear from America. So if the police officers get a training and they get education of the violence prevention programs that need money, I believe, and I strongly believe, the police can forget about the racisms. They can focus on their job to serve the public, to make the public safe, and then so the problem is be gone. And I believe the amount of crime that about racism will decrease, because Philip McHarris believed that if we defund the budget of the police department, that a lot of money spent in that, they believe the police violence or police abuse and misconduct cases will be decreased. So from the above reason, I still strongly disagree with this motion that this House reverse the strategy of pushing for institutional reform to address police abuse and misconduct rather than defunding the police.